everyone, you're watching Job Inside and this is Millie. As the year 2020 has ended and we have entered into a fresh new year, let me just take a moment to wish you all a very healthy, happy and a safe new year. With this first video of 2021, I wish you great success and greater professional achievements. In my previous video, I explained how to talk about your strengths in a job interview. Today I am going to focus on talking about your weaknesses. Let's face it, nobody is perfect. We all have some or the other kind of weakness, and that's what makes us human. So don't say in an interview that I don't have any weakness. No, I've seen many candidates saying so, and believe me, that's not what the interview panel wants to hear. It sounds so immature. Also, don't try to praise yourself in the disguise of a weakness. Meaning, don't say that I'm a perfectionist and that's what my weakness is. No. Pick out a real weakness and be honest about it. With all being said about being honest and picking out a real weakness, pick the one which is insignificant and not that much relevant to the job that you have an interview for. For example, if the interview is for the post of an administrative assistant, you can cite your weakness as creativity. You can say that you struggle with thinking out of the box approach or generating new ideas at the workplace. Since an administrative post is not that much related to creativity and there are some standard procedures and rules to follow, this creativity as your weakness won't harm your interview. But at the same time, had this interview been for the post of a sales executive where creativity is a must to attract customers, this weakness would be inappropriate. Please note that I'm not telling you to dodge this question or to lie about it. In fact, if you have some kind of weakness which you feel that would adversely affect your job performance and which you can't cope with or improve upon, maybe the job isn't right for you. I'm simply trying to say that this kind of interview question puts you in an uncomfortable position, and mostly it's the way you answer it that creates an impression on the panel. Try to keep the number of your weaknesses to as low as possible. At the most 2. Even one weakness is fine as long as you justify it properly and you give a very good discussion about it to the panel. In the interview, after you state your weakness, you also say how you identified it. For example, some situations created at your previous workplace, your school, at home, that made you realize that you have this particular weakness. An interviewer is always interested to know what do you do or plan to do to cope with your weakness. This shows that you are a responsible and an accountable person who believes in self-improvisation. And it also indicates that you will bring the same kind of attitude to the workplace and it is appreciated. So you say that you either attend some lectures, some workshops, some activity sessions which make you work upon your weakness. So this was all about the weaknesses part. Once again, wish you a very happy new year. All the best.